Hi, this is Sarah with mynaturalbabybirth.com. This is the number one reason why you do not want to be induced, because that drug, Pitocin, that stimulates your contractions is actually fighting against what your body is actually trying to do. So I was in the car the other day with my boyfriend and we were talking about when his son was born and when my kids were born and everything that can happen all around that. And I asked, did your son's mother have an induction? Did her doctor start her? He's like, yeah, what's wrong with that? And I said, well, if that's what she wanted to do, totally her choice. But I explained to him why having an induction or being started is very harmful. You see, the drug that they use to induce a mom to stimulate contractions is called Pitocin. It's an artificial form of your natural hormone called Oxytocin. Oxytocin is the hormone that stimulates contractions, stimulates labor, opens up your cervix. It's what you use when you're breastfeeding as well. Everything that goes on is stimulated by oxytocin. And the awesome thing about oxytocin is that its nickname is called the love hormone, because it's what you feel when you're in love, when you hold your baby for the first time and you love that darling little gem. What's happening is your body's being flooded with oxytocin so that it can do its job to push your baby out. Now, Pitocin, the drug to induce, competes with oxytocin. And when you have multiple hormones competing within your body, that causes hormonal stress. And when you have hormonal stress, your body cannot function as well as it could. When you feel stressed, your body produces hormones that fight against oxytocin, like cortisol, the stress hormone. So Pitocin and cortisol and any of these other hormones that are too prevalent within your body can compete with your oxytocin. What this means is that it may jumpstart your contractions, but many mothers, even when they're induced, they have contractions and then they plateau. They hit a point where they can't dilate anymore. They can't get fully to 10 centimeters. Things just come to a halt. The contractions stop, but there's no progress in the baby being born. There's no transition. There's no coming down the birth canal. The baby's still in there. There's still things going on, or contractions can even stop because Pitocin is competing with your body's natural hormone that's trying to do its job. So, if you are going to be induced, you have a much higher risk and likelihood of needing to have a C-section. Because if your labor has stalled, you're not fully dilated, the baby could possibly start becoming stressed, because a contraction is like squeezing the baby too, pushing him out, and they can only take that for so long. Yes, they're strong, they're resilient. However, if there's no progress being made with your delivery, your doctor is going to say, okay, we can't do this much longer and we need to have a C-section. And then there goes all of your odds of having a very healthy baby with a great immune system because they weren't born vaginally. Now, I will say, being induced can be a tremendous lifesaver for your baby. Yes, there are absolute certain cases where that baby needs to come out because they have a certain health condition, or they absolutely need treatment or surgery or something. There are very rare and few and far between circumstances where, yes, being induced is a good option because that baby needs to be born. However, if you are healthy and well, there is no cause for concern for you and the baby, being induced is not necessary. It is not necessary. Most of the time, doctors will say, oh, you're late. You hit your 40 weeks and you go past it a little bit. Oh, you're late. We need to induce you. The baby will get too big. This is a fallacy. 40 weeks is an average length of time for pregnancy. That means it's normal to be shorter than that. It's normal to be longer than that, 41, 42 weeks. In fact, for a first-time mother, the true average is 41 weeks and 1 day. And because we can't absolutely predict the exact moment of conception a lot of times, there is no worry to go past 40 weeks a little bit, especially if this is your first baby. So those are pros and cons related to being induced. Please speak to your doctor about that with your particular situation and your own risks or preferences, and you make the best choice for you. If you would like to know how you absolutely can naturally set up your body to be prime to go into labor all by itself in the best, healthiest, strongest way, go ahead and go to mynaturalbabybirth.com/ebook. Yes, mynaturalbabybirth.com/ebook. And you will get my ebook that explains the 3 keys to fight the enemy of your natural birth and exactly the steps to take in order to have your best odds of the experience you desire. And I'd love to support you with that. Hope you have a great day. Sarah Prince signing off, mynaturalbabybirth.com. Have a great day, guys. Bye.